Hey there, welcome to our list of the top 7 open world games you just gotta try. We've got a mix of genres here, from action-packed adventures to proper RPGs. Each of these games has left a lasting impression on my gaming journey, but they've done it in their own unique way. What ties them all together? The exceptional open world design, promising an unforgettable gaming experience. And hey, before you start debating the rankings in the comments, chill. This list isn't ranked in any particular order. And if you are digging what you see, give that like button a friendly tap. Alright, enough of that chit chat. Let's jump into my 7 favorite open world games. Let's kick things off with Ghost of Tsushima. Wow, what a game! You're thrown into the chaos of the Mongol invasion on the island of Tsushima, stepping into the shoes of Jin Sakai, who is the last samurai standing. But Jin's journey isn't just about defending his homeland. It's a struggle between maintaining a samurai honor and using sneaky tactics to save his people. Visually, Tsushima is a masterpiece. Every corner is bursting with atmosphere, from the vibrant fields to the falling leaves in the forest. And the way the wind guides you instead of a map, a brilliant touch. There's this serene feeling to Ghost of Tsushima, echoing the dignity and beauty so deeply engraved in Japanese culture. And it's not just the pretty looks, the combat is top-notch as well. Sword fights are quick and satisfying, making each clash feel impactful. And as a result, going back to other games after playing Ghost of Tsushima is a letdown because the fighting here is just so damn good. Oh, and PC gamers, listen up. Ghost of Tsushima is coming to PC on May 16th, 2024. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this one. Next, let's dive into The Witcher 3, a game that's really close to my heart. As a huge fan of Sapkowski's Witcher saga, I have devoured all the books and loved every single page. And let me tell you that unlike some adaptations, TV series, The Witcher 3 game truly does justice to the epic world of Witcher. In this game, you're Geralt, a Witcher who is basically your monster hunting badass. But the twist is that the Witchers aren't exactly the heroes that the society is cheering for, and that's because of their mutant nature. Geralt's journey in The Witcher 3 is massive, as he seeks for his daughter-like student in a world that is both stunning and brutal, all thanks to the genius of Andrzej Sapkowski. What sets the Witcher universe apart is its moral complexity. The world feels gritty, real, and morally ambiguous, a reflection of our own. CD Projekt Red nailed this vibe in The Witcher 3. Every character, whether it is a main protagonist or a humble side quest NPC, feels incredibly human, with their lives and decisions shaped by the harsh reality they face. Let's also not forget about the open world itself. It's simply unforgettable. Each location is distinct, leaving a lasting impression even after you've put down the controller. Plus, with all the mods out there, The Witcher 3 is even better in 2024 than it was when it first came out. Alright, saddle up folks, because we are heading into the Wild West with Red Dead Redemption 2. Picture yourself in a fictional version of the late 19th century, where Arthur Morgan and his outlaw gang are trying to navigate a world in transition. It's a time when the old ways are fading out and the Industrial Revolution is kicking in. Now, the gameplay in Red Dead Redemption 2 might have its quirks and jankiness, which is typical for Rockstar games. But what really steals the show is the open world they have crafted. Seriously, it's so detailed that it's been used in university to talk about US history. As you explore the story and the campaign of the Red Dead Redemption, you will meet characters in your camp who feel like real people with their own stories and personalities. Being part of that camp is really feeling like being a part of genuine community, and that's quite an achievement in a video game. Sure, Red Dead Redemption 2 might have a slower pace compared to some other games on the market, but I found that to be actually part of its charm. It's like a nice break from the ultra-fast pace of our digital age. And let's not forget about the visuals. They are simply breathtaking. While the world may not be as vast as some other titles on this list, it's rich in detail. You'll come to know every nook and cranny of the landscape as you traverse its varied terrain time and time again. Red Dead Redemption 2 is regarded as one of the best video games of all times, and the open world is a big part of why that's the case. Now let's give a nod to a game that may not steal the spotlight but deserves some love. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This game holds a special place in my heart. Having lived for a while on a Greek island myself, I've got a soft spot for the place, its beauty and people. Diving into ancient Greece in Odyssey felt like stepping back into a world I knew in a strangely authentic way. The game really nails the vibe of Greece, from its breathtaking landscapes to the lively characters you meet along the way. Especially Malakas like Marcos.
Marcos, a vineyard?
Why not? I like wine, you like wine, everybody likes wine. Everybody buys wine. Why not from me?
A hilarious and sometimes infuriating representation of the Greek spirit. Hell, driving in Greece today feels like the roads remained basically the same since 400 BC. I still have PTSD of driving my scooter on their roads. Now, Odyssey isn't perfect. The story feels drawn out, the combat is a bit floaty, and the enemies a bit too spongy. But what it lacks in polish and details, it makes up for in capturing the essence of Greece. Now let's swing into a whole different kind of open world games with the SpiderMan titles from Insomniac. In this trilogy, you're stepping into the shoes of Peter Parker and Miles Morales, protecting the Big Apple, New York City. And let me tell you, the city looks absolutely stunning in these games. The pacing in Spider-Man titles is also spot on. You get those moments of zen while swinging through the city, then intense fights like something out of the Batman games. Plus, there are stealth bits, epic chases, and some seriously cool boss battles against iconic villains. And speaking of swinging, it's hands down some of the most fun I've had traversing the world in a video game. The speed and agility of Spider-Man combined with how smooth the gameplay feels make it a blast. And the personality? Insomniac nails it. The humor and lightheartedness that define Spider-Man are added into every moment, giving that extra layer of charm. Plus, visually these games are simply stunning, especially if you're playing on a maxed out PC setup. So whether you are a die-hard Spidey fan or just looking for a good time, these games are an absolute joy to play and watch. Staying in the vibes of American cities, we have to mention the Division games when talking about the open world titles. The first Division game nails that feeling of being alone and isolated in a post-viral New York City winter. It's like wandering through a ghost town, which is both creepy and captivating. But once you finish the story, the first game kinda leaves you hanging in the open world with not so much to do. And that's where the Division 2 is coming in, trading snowy streets of New York for the heat of Washington DC. It might not have the same atmospheric vibes as the first one, but it steps up the gameplay and packs in loads of stuff to keep you busy for hours. It's a top-tier looter shooter, giving you that satisfying just one more mission feeling and tons of ways to play. And with Ubisoft teasing a new Division title in the works, there's never been a better time to dive into this thrilling series. So, if you are after a solid looter shooter experience in an open world games, the Division games got you covered. Moving on, let's talk about Elden Ring, From Software's twist on the open world genre. Elden Ring is a beautiful, twisted and mysterious game packed with secrets and intriguing places to uncover. Unlike many open world titles, Elden Ring does not hold your hand, which might be daunting for some, but is a thrilling challenge for others. The gameplay in Elden Ring is notorious for its difficulty. Surprisingly though, I have found it to be the most welcoming game when it comes to From Software titles. It offers multiple approaches. You can master enemy timings, which is always welcomed, or level up to power through tough battles. And who knows, maybe you will even stumble upon overpowered build. It's an epic journey brimming with rewarding moments and lasting memories. Plus, we've got an expansion planned to release in June this year, something to look forward to. And wrapping up our list, we've got Guild Wars 2, which might surprise some of you since it's MMORPG. Guild Wars 2 is all about open world activities, making it a perfect fit for this top list of open world games. The open world of Guild Wars 2 is hands down the best I have experienced in MMO. A big part of that is the combat gameplay, which I absolutely adore. It's fast-paced and dynamic, with a huge variety of classes and builds to experiment with. But then we also have the mounts, and they are the most unique and fun mounts you will find in any MMORPG. Each mount in Guild Wars 2 has its own set of abilities, its own purpose, from speedy runners to high-jumping rabbit-like creatures, and even some mounts that can straight up fly. Seriously, trying out the mounts alone is worth giving the game a shot. Another unique part of Guild Wars 2 is that the first M in MMORPG actually means something here. You are constantly encouraged to team up with other players, even in the open world. And as a result, when you are playing Guild Wars 2, you will find yourself lost in exploration and activities, bumping into new players along the way. And to me, that's what multiplayer open worlds are all about. So that pretty much wraps up my list of 7 best open world games. Naturally, I left a lot of great titles out of this list. So how about you guys drop your favorite open world games in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, then I would highly appreciate if you drop a like. And in case you want to see more content from me in the future, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Anyway, that's all from me in this video. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.